Welcome back to Born for This Stories, where we speak the truths no one told us, so you don't have to carry this alone. Hey friends, welcome back to Born for This Stories. Whether you've been here since our very first episode or you just found us last week, thank you. You've been showing up, listening, sharing, sending messages, and every single one reminds us why we started this in the first place.
Yeah, it's been amazing to see how far this has already reached. When we hit record on episode 1, we didn't really know what would happen. We just knew that when we were talking through our son's diagnosis, there wasn't a space that felt honest and transparent. So we created the thing we felt would have helped us. And now it's grown into something bigger than us.
This first season has been emotional, healing, and surprising. We started with hypospadias because that's our story. Those first few episodes were about the shock of diagnosis, the waiting room, and surgery day, the recovery, the grief, and the guilt, and the long process of finding peace on the other side. I still remember sitting in the waiting room, the smell of sanitizer, the sound of the clock ticking, the way my heart felt like it was going to vibrate out of my chest. Peter was beside me, silent but steady. We were holding hands tightly. So much was being said between us without words being spoken. That moment is etched into me, and I think every parent who's lived something like that carries a version of it forever.
And the messages we've gotten from all over the country, even other countries and all over the world, have been powerful. Parents saying, "I thought I was the only one. You put into words what I've never been able to explain." That's when we realized that this is bigger than hypospadias. It's about what happens when life hands you something you didn't expect, and you need to keep going it no matter what.
And I think that's what made this season so special is the duality, the two perspectives we bring, the mother and father, the holistic and the medical, the faith and the fear. We've been able to hold space for both, and that's something I'm really proud of.
Absolutely. And I think one of the biggest lessons we've learned and heard from all of our guests is that there's no right way to do this. There's no perfect parent, no single protocol, no one size fits all. Just love and determination from parents and the willingness to keep showing up for their children.
When we look back on these episodes, like the one about our son's surgeries or the one about how it affected his brother, what I hear most isn't just our story. It's the echoes of so many families we've met since. The parent in the NICU, the dad sleeping in a hospital chair, the mom still Googling at 2 a.m. That shared humanity, that's what this space is for.
And truthfully, even for us, recording these episodes have been healing. It's forced us to slow down, revisit moments that we probably would have kept buried, and see how far we've come. Every time we hit stop, we walk away with more clarity and a little bit more gratitude.
And I think that's why so many of you have resonated, because you're walking your own version of that story. You know what it's like to hold it all together in front of your kids and then fall apart behind a closed door. You know what it's like to wonder if you made the right choice and then remember you did the best that you could with what you knew at the time. And that's what this podcast is, a mirror, not a megaphone. We got a message last week from a mom in Colorado who said she listened to episode 3 in the hospital hallway. She said, "I finally felt like someone understood what I was feeling. That one message stopped us in our tracks, because that's exactly why this exists, to remind you that whatever you're walking through, someone else has been there too. In fact, that's the whole reason we created this space, for the ones sitting in the hospital room searching for answers." When I heard that, that's exactly what we did. It brought tears to my eyes.
So as we close out this first chapter, we wanted to share with you guys what's coming next. We're expanding. The next wave of stories include families navigating club feet, limb differences, Down syndrome, heart condition, and all kinds of other journeys. We're also interviewing experts and supportive therapists that your surgeons may not have spoken to you about.
Because while our story began with one diagnosis, our mission was never about a single condition. It's about connection. It's about the universal feeling every parent experiences when the world shifts under your feet: fear, faith, resilience, and surrender.
And honestly, this next chapter feels like the start of the movement that we've always envisioned. We want to keep building the community, not just listeners, but families who lift each other up, who shares our resources, who remind one another that they're not alone.
Exactly. Whether you're a medical mama, a dad navigating therapies and appointments, a grandparent trying to support your kids, the space is for you. We are not here to tell you what to do. We are here to remind you that you can trust yourself and that you can find peace even in the unknown, and that your child's story, your story, matters. If I had to sum up our heartbeat, it's this: to make sure no parent ever feels alone in the waiting room again, to take what once felt isolating and turn it into belonging, to bridge the worlds of medicine and holistic care because both can coexist, and to bring light to the places most people don't talk about, the thoughts that feel too dark to say out loud, the ones that carry shame and guilt, the ones you think you would make people look at you differently if you spoke them. This is a safe space for all of it: the fear, the grief, the anger, the love. Because healing doesn't happen when we hide the hard parts. It happens when we speak them, when someone says, "Me too," and when you realize you were never alone in the first place.
We don't have all the answers, and that's the point. This isn't about being experts, it's about being honest. It's about pulling the curtain back on what it really looks like to walk through the diagnosis and healing as a family.
So, if you've connected with these stories, if they've made you feel seen, if you've cried or breathed a little deeper or sent an episode to a friend, we just want to thank you. You are helping us build something bigger than a podcast. You are helping us build a movement.
We drop new episodes every Monday, and these next few are really powerful. You'll hear from parents of kids with short limb differences, Down syndrome, club feet, and many more conditions. Stories that will expand the heart of this community.
And we love your help on getting these stories out into the world. Share an episode, leave a review, tag us on Instagram at Born for This Stories, and tell us what resonated most. Every share helps another parent find the light in their own story. To the parent still waiting on test results, to the mom whispering prayers in a hospital hallway, to the dad balancing therapy appointments and work calls, to the family holding it together one day at a time, we see you, and you are not alone. Wherever you are in the journey, whether you're still searching for answers or finally catching your breath, just know this: you are not alone, you are seen, you are supported, and you were born for this.
Born for This Stories is a podcast for parents navigating pediatric diagnoses, birth differences, and medical journeys with heart, hope, and honesty. Follow us on Instagram at Born for This Stories and listen to every episode wherever you get your podcasts.